right, here we go again, guys. A nasty little cell there, headed south of Hastings towards Sutton. Hi there, HDYT. North of Fairfield. It's got possibly a wall cloud associated with it. Some storm spotters are saying a little rotation with it, not enough to be concerned yet. It's still severe thunderstorm warning status, but keeping an eye on it. I'm hoping for moisture, not severe weather. Well, Lethal Blue, well, it's not my fault. I mean, you can blame me if you want, but not going to do me any harm. I didn't do anything. I know, I always get blamed for it. Clay Center, about to see some strong storms. Harvard. Yeah, we're trying to dispel that theory that you can always blame the weatherman, because we're fighting back now. We're tired of it. We're sick of being blamed for crap we don't have anything to do with. Is that cell headed towards Lincoln? Yes. I mean, we'll see. It looks like it might be veering north a little bit. But this whole line, I mean, it's eventually, thing is with that cell, this might dissipate, and then this strengthens, headed towards Lincoln. Or this is trying to strengthen right there, north of York. So any of this line could hit and will hit all of this. And just it depends on what's going to be strong where. Let's see, what's the storms capable of producing today? Just about everything. Large hail, damaging wind, there's been some spin-ups. So an isolated tornado, not out of the question. Got my trailer attached to my pickup to move furniture from our current place to our new place. Well, seems like every time I move, it's either a blizzard or severe weather. So I feel you, Jose. But it's 4 o'clock. Got an hour until the 5 o'clock news starts, so thought I'd kind of give everybody a heads up. Let's check a few things here. I'm going to zoom in on this. A little bit of broad rotation. Fast mover, not any more than usual, I don't think. Yeah, broad rotation, not seeing anything significant. But this, like this storm right here, that's moving east at 30 miles an hour. 60 mile per hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail for central Clay, eastern Adams until 4:30. Should be getting really close to Clay Center by now. Sarenville in the next few minutes as well. Timing for this line to get to Lincoln, I would say after 5:30. A lot of severe weather lately. Yes, it has been. This is how busy it's been. My son has been trying to do something cool for me, I think, for Father's Day, and we haven't been able to do it yet. And we're almost a week past. I mean, Father's Day was last weekend. I heard it was supposed to rain a lot. Yeah, we could see a couple inches of rain over the next few days, which that's not a bad thing. I mean, as long as it goes over the course of a few days, that's fine. Not all at once. That does nobody any good. But yeah, I'm ready for a break. This is a lot. I enjoy doing these YouTube lives, but not all the time. People affected, 3,304. That's bigger than the town I grew up in. Really nasty severe weather outbreak. I mean, no more than usual. But if you're talking about like another tornado outbreak, it's hard to tell. I mean, I could say yes and we wouldn't have anything. I could say no and we could have something. Those kinds of things are really difficult to pinpoint and predict. 6 p.m. baseball game, probably not likely, Bonesaw, which is weird to say out loud, by the way, in a TV studio. But yeah, Lincoln, I mean, everybody along Highway 77, southeast Nebraska, this whole thing is going to be moving into the Lincoln area here in the next couple hours. So if you have anything planned after 5 p.m. in Lincoln, Beatrice, Omaha, probably going to get postponed, at least for a little bit, if not for the next couple of days. Spider-Man, yeah, okay. I haven't had time to watch Spider-Man lately. Uh-oh, my daughter. What's up, chat? Good to see everybody. Daughter texted me, says, what's up, chat? Now I'm going to be saying that the whole time. I don't see her in here. Hey, chat. Chat, how we doing? There she is. Vacation. I'm unfamiliar with that word. I took a whole week off in September. Or at least I requested it. I haven't been approved yet. I do get Friday off, and then the next Friday off. Yeah, there's like 2 weeks of nice weather. I'm going to try to take those 2 weeks off at some point. See, hard part about that, Lethal Blue, is when summer ends and I get vacation, then my kids are in school. That does nobody any good. Maybe more eastwards when a strong cold front cuts through the heat wave. Could be some big severe weather for them. Sure. I miss you saying what time do you think it will be in Lincoln? Probably after 5:30. The wind threat is definitely, with any severe weather, wind is going to be an issue. But those areas that you see in pink, and I'll just kind of do this. See right there, that's hail. That's hail. Trying to get some hail going there. Over by Columbus, some hail possibility. So embedded hail with wind coming out of it the whole time. How's Norfolk looking? So you're from Norfolk. Do you say Norfolk with the R, or do you say Norfolk with the L? Just curious. Storms. I don't think this is going to be a huge, nasty outbreak. This is a solid line of storms. It's going to have some embedded 60-mile-per-hour winds, maybe some inch and a half hail, 60, 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts. I mean, it's not going to be pleasant, but I don't think this is going to be the be-all, end-all. This is just kind of one of those things. It's not a nasty setup for really bad, severe weather. Some say it with L, but I say it with the R. Every time I drive through Norfolk, I listen to the radio station. I hear both. So I think it's one of those things where you can just use both. Thanks, Liv W. At least we're not being forced out of town. New Mexico, that was pretty bad. The current Cape. You're a fearmonger, Erica. You want to see how bad it could get. You really want to know. You're concerned about everything. Thanks, Jillian. But we can look at the Cape. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, it's moderate to high, just good old-fashioned Strong thunderstorms, nothing abnormal about this one. So don't freak out too much. If you're afraid of storms, I get it, but this is nothing out of the ordinary. This is a very normal, and I know most of the weather people out there that stream on YouTube just love to freak out about this stuff. I'm not that kind of guy. I try to keep you just calm, cool, and collected. Relaxing thunderstorms. There you go, Logan. Erica, yep, and I get it. I mean, there's the fascination with it, especially after a severe weather outbreak. That what happened on the end of April doesn't happen very often. It really doesn't, and it doesn't look like this is going to be one of those at all. I mean, storms could get nasty, but nothing like that. Yeah, I don't overhype. I just don't. My sister says it with the L, so I think it's just personal preference. Okay, thanks, Haley. Just got one car back from the body shop. You know what that means. Just get it in the garage. Just do that. So we got one portion of the storm that's severe because of hail. That is that right there. This is getting close, north of York, around Columbus. So Stockham, Sutton, Clay Center. There's probably some hail. I'm guessing there's maybe some quarter-size hail. Then let's go. Let's kind of climb through this here. Stromsburg, probably seeing some, I would guess, nickel-size hail, if anything. Osceola, heavy rain for Silver Creek, Butler, Columbus, some strong storms between there and Schuyler, north of Schuyler, up towards Dodge, West Point. Hello, Cameron. Neely, I think that's right on the edge. Probably be done in the next few minutes. So yeah, Luke, good. Cherokee, good comment there. I agree. As long as you have a plan in place, you know where to go, you know what to do, and you've been through it, all is good. Just that's important. Have a plan. There's some strong storms over by Hayes in Kansas. So there you go, chat. Is this for real, chat? Is that for real? I'm just trying to make my daughter laugh right now. But I hope this is it. I hope this is the last of the severe weather for like 2 weeks. That would be awesome. I mean, rain, fine. But if we could just be done with this severe weather threat day after day after day. I mean, I think it's been the end of May and the first 2 weeks of June. I think every single day has had at least some sort of severe weather threat for Nebraska somewhere. And I've been at the station every single day. I was here every day last week, Monday through Friday, then Saturday, then Sunday, now Monday and Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday, and then I get Friday off, crossing my fingers. So that's a lot. I mean, I love my job just as much as the next guy, but you got to be away from something every now and then to continue to love it. Hey there, Samuel. Yeah, it never fails. I'm looking at the 10-day forecast. I mean, I'll show you guys that. Hang on. Thanks, P Cake. Here's the 10-day forecast. I mean, that from Sunday beyond, that's quiet. But the last time we had something like that show up, all of a sudden then it was like, well, wait, Tuesday has a chance, and then Thursday has a chance, and all of a sudden the severe weather was all over the place again. So Cool. Thanks, Cheyenne. Appreciate that. Jim, that's almost like the chicken and the egg, because I completely agree. College World Series time, so severe weather is going to happen. Or is it severe weather season, so the College World Series is going to happen? I mean, it's like they do it during severe weather season. Of course, that's when they have to do it. But, I mean, it's chicken and the egg. Which came first? There's a dad joke in there somewhere. I mean, Mr. Wilson, he'd figure something out. So, oh yeah, I should probably show you guys this. Severe Thunderstorm Watch. Chaz, ATH, how you doing? Severe Thunderstorm Watch until 8 p.m. And the storms are rolling through about the middle of it right now. So another 4 hours and it should be out of our hair. The last 3 days, the wind tormenting the trees have been relentless. Yeah. We didn't see a lot of wind up until the last couple of days, and it's just been whipping around. My mom says it's not CWS season without storms. Absolutely. Erica, I'm not counting anything being quiet. Maybe if we say we won't get a break, then we will. Erica, you're at least you're prepared. You're just assuming the worst and hoping for the best. I can appreciate that. Jolene. Yeah, I'm not going to overdo it. I know there's probably more money in it, but I would feel awful if I just overhyped things. I couldn't, like, no, don't. I mean, just get everybody calm, safe, and let them know what's going on. That's for 25 years, that's what I've been doing. Oh, your puppy's scared of storms? Okay, I feel you. My dog doesn't even care about storms, so we're lucky. All I have done for 3 weeks is clean up after the limbs and branches have blown down. Yeah. Diesel Dog, good to see you. Got a weather intern with me today, by the way, watching. That's a good idea, tracking those storms. Solid idea. Which is funny because I interned at this very station back in 1999. That's how long I've been doing this. I think the station had only been around for a few years. How's the weather tomorrow morning? I think there's storms still possible on and off throughout the next couple of days. So just assume storms. Severe weather is less likely the next several days, but you are going to see good chances for rain tonight, tomorrow, and maybe even into Thursday morning. Rod Fowler is still here. Yeah, he was letting me in the door when I was interning. I mean, I was just some punk kid with long hair trying to figure out how to do weather. I did some storm chasing in the early mid-'70s, thought about it again. Oh boy, you wouldn't catch me out there storm chasing now. The amount of people that do it and the craziness, not a chance. Just curious if a landspout tornado, does that get a tornado warning? Heard they don't. Usually not, because they're not associated with a parent thunderstorm, so they're not as strong. They can still, break some limbs, but that's about it. Tree limbs. 1999, I just started at KHAS. Hey, cool. How fast is the line moving? About 30 miles per hour. Not ready for the heat. It's too late. It's already here. I missed the snow. Sorry, I missed that one. HDYT. Yeah. What does that stand for about HDYT? YouTube. HD YouTube. Something YouTube. High definition YouTube? Nah. A lot of storm chaser convergence when chasing. Yeah, it's just dangerous, Chaz. It really is. I mean, I remember I kind of chased back in the 90s, and it was, there was nobody out there. It was just you, and you were watching the storm. You didn't have internet. You didn't have any of that stuff. It's a lot different now. So everybody's in the same place, and boy, if you aren't paying attention, you could get, and people do get injured or killed not from the storms, just from running into things. So, but that's only a small percentage. I mean, most of the storm chasers out there are pretty good. Watch a lot of chasers on Twitch. No qualms about running red lights, pulling stop signs. Yeah, exactly. It's not safe. I think it was the El Reno tornado killed storm chasers. Yeah, I'm not sure, but it wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, technology's made it easier for them. That's why you won't see me out there. I have kids. I don't want to die. Lightning intensity. Let's find out. That's a good question. I get to read in all the comments and I forget to put it back on here. Let's see. Lightning. There's a lot. Hang on. Okay. So now I go do this. 771. Solid. Storm chasing is how you should teach your kids how to drive. Why isn't there a virtual reality game that is storm chasing? I mean, seriously, I would play that. I know everybody would probably play that. How is that? Hey, chat, would you play that game? I mean, that's what I would do. Where's my son? Is Bryson here? Is there? What's it called? Jillian, ask your brother. See if there's that game out there on VR. It's new on Steam. Okay, I'll have to tell my son. He'd probably like that. Well, yeah. I mean, that's part of the point. Okay, thanks, Jillian. Oh, it's a computer one? Okay. Yeah, if there was VR, how awesome would that be? Like, if you could get tornado footage from actual storm chasers, that'd be cool. Outbreak, okay. Chat, if you live in Lincoln area and you're home watching storm coverage, do yourself a favor and stop it. Jeez. Do I get a free pint for allowing that comment to stay on there? Icelingmore? You can drive normally, I think, on VR. Yeah, there's that. What's that one guy? You kids all right? You kids all right back there? What's that guy's name? I love that guy. All right. So there's games out there. I'm sure it's, I'm going to put this in the... I haven't seen a warning for a while. We're due. You kids okay back there? I'm going to try to get some grub control. Yeah, my yard had a bunch of grubs this year. Free advertising. No, for now. Once, maybe. Twice? But if you do it more than that, boom. Hey, Basta. I know the game is BeamNG. Okay. You know what's weird, chat, is I'm trying to read these comments and there's a heart in the way. Isn't that weird? If you kids don't behave, I'll turn this VR tornado chase around. Ask your kids if they know the game Twisted. Very realistic game I've played. It has EMS and it's number 2. Cool, okay, yeah. Well, one of them's on here. That new Twister movie. I don't know about that. I mean, that was back. Oh wait, I think we got a new warning. Yep, there's a new warning. I'm afraid that new Twister movie is going to be crap. Hopefully it's good. Trained weather spotters reporting 60 mile per hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. This goes until 5:30. What time is it? Geez, that's an hour. 60 mile per hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. Northeastern Clay, southern York, southeastern Hamilton, northern Fillmore until 5:30. It's about 25 miles southwest of York, moving east at 40 miles per hour, rather quick. Near Sutton around 4:30 and Grafton around 4:35. So, yeah. It wouldn't surprise me if that one over by Columbus, too, gets close to being severe. Repeat of the original? Yeah, CGI. I think that's all it is. I mean, that first one at least had a plot, as cheesy as it was. Oh, yeah, I'm up to 106, Jillian. Not too bad for what is today, Tuesday? It's Tuesday, right? Yeah, Tuesday afternoon. Uh, let's see. I mean, this continues to make its way towards Lincoln. I mean, the next severe thunderstorm warning will likely be for Seward and probably Saline County, maybe Butler County, then eventually Lancaster County. So if you have anything outside in Fairbury, Beatrice, Crete, Seward, Lincoln, now is probably the time to get that stuff done. We have 2 severe weather seasons, now and September-ish. Actually, May and June is that's the longest severe weather season. Is that warned storm going to get close to Lincoln? Yeah, I mean, it's headed that way. This whole line could be severe at any point, so just make sure you know that. Your fellow sibling. Thank you, Jillian. Jeez. Yes, Jillian, can you go tell your mom to, yes, please cover up my grill? God, I grilled this after for lunch today, and I forgot to cover it up because it was still hot, and then I had to come to work. December. Yeah, good call, Matt. Seriously. You're not wrong. Got it, brother. My daughter makes me laugh every single day. It's just a beautiful thing. The emergence of Jillian has been the best part. I know. She is. I mean, you're basically seeing what we get to see every day. That's how awesome it is. Oh, okay. Thanks, Jillian. So what do you guys, so chat, what do you guys think? Is this, look at that rain though. I mean, it's forming on the back side of this. See how it right over here? This is post-frontal. So you got the cold front right here. That's where your severe stuff is at. And then this is more of just a solid band of rain afterwards. So we'll see if that continues. If it does, we could have a flooding issue. Looks like Florida. How far south does this line of storms go? And Drew, 100%. Goes all, well, this is, hang on. We're looking at something, this is there. Goes all the way into Kansas where there's a tornado warning. Never fails. On the very southern edge of a long line of storms is where it usually gets twisty. And sure enough, there's a, jeez. That's got to stop. Slamming the door in here. Tornado warning right there. Man, whoever did that's going to get an earful later. Somebody slammed the door in here. That's not cool in a TV station. So whoever did that's going to hear from me later. I'm sure it was an accident. Long line of storms. Let's measure how long this is. Geez, goes all the way up into Canada. Look at that. So you're looking at approximately 1,000 miles. Rod's breaking down his set. Maybe. Not a 5-pound hailstone. I hope not. Yeah, that scared me too. I jumped. Okay, zoom back in here. Derecho's kind of a thing. I mean, it's I know that's like the new hot word, but that's something they figure out afterwards. When do I need to leave Omaha to get back to Lincoln? You mean to avoid the storms? Yeah, now. Yeah, Derecho's a new grapple. Derecho's been around for years. It's almost, remember when polar vortex was a thing? Then all of a sudden, everybody was saying polar vortex, polar vortex. Monsoon was it for a while. Pineapple Express was it for a while. And now it's Derecho. So dry slot, good call, Jim. That's still a thing, if you ask me. What about 10, 11? I don't know what you're saying there, Chad. There's rules. It needs to be certain, storm needs to be certain length and go for 400 miles. So it needs to be at least 60 miles wide, which this obviously is. Then it needs to continue for 400 miles. So that's basically, it's not like a constant derecho. It's not like there's a derecho happening right now. This is something that they look at afterwards to see if it classifies as a derecho. That's it. You need the wind in there to be at least 60 miles per hour on and off for more often than not. There's just rules. So it's not like it's a derecho is happening. It's like, oh, this was a derecho. What the sigma are these words? Dry slot. That, and don't get me started on snow. I do, as much as I hate the severe weather and staying late and all that, I'm not sure which I am more anxiety ridden about, trying to figure out how much it's going to snow or staying late for severe weather. That snowfall is, so many people rely on that and want to know if we're going to see more than 4 inches of snow. And I don't know how many times I've said it's really hard to get at least 3 inches of snow in the capital city. It just doesn't happen very often. Is that a word? What the sigma? Those are words that are used in my house a lot. Sigma. What else? What are wind speeds currently near York? Let's find out. Depends. Now keep in mind this will be up in the atmosphere a little bit. Skibbity. Yeah, that's another one. So around York, it's not much. Near Sutton, look at this near Sutton. That's 55. Aurora, you're looking at 51. And, yep, 51. But near York, nothing yet. It's picking up. There's 23, 27, it looks like. Yeah. It'll be a little bit before that wind gets there. What about hail? Potential is there for probably quarter-size hail, if anything. But again, this is just a good old-fashioned line of thunderstorms. I'm not too concerned about it. If you were agreeing with me on that severe weather thing wrapping up, right? I hope so. It's still June, and we still got half of June left, and June is a severe weather season month, so we're probably not done yet. But usually when it gets really hot and everything moves north, like towards Minnesota, they're seeing, Minnesota's seeing their own severe weather right now. So this might be, crossing my fingers, one of the last severe weather bouts we have for a while. It's still going to rain tomorrow and into Thursday morning, but the severe weather potential seems to be calming down a little bit. This is similar. The College World Series effect, better known as Nebraska in June. Absolutely right, Kim. There are two things that I've noticed. That a lot of people think that when the College World Series is in town, it's going to storm. And I would say even if the College World Series wasn't in town, it would still storm. I mean, it's that time of year. Same thing goes for high school boys basketball. Everybody thinks when that's in town that it's going to snow. And, well, it's that time of year. It could absolutely snow. And I did the research. I say this a lot. More often than not, it doesn't. It's just people remember if it does, and then they talk about it, so everybody thinks that it snows all the time. But the matter of fact is that it doesn't usually snow during boys basketball. It just seems like it does. Little watch was some weird highway. It's been a long day. Okay, no, I completely understand, Joe. MCWS syndrome, I like that. And boys basketball syndrome. I think I can get rid of those. Oh, I got to go into a different, never mind. There, I got rid of the roads. Even that storm is weakening, the one headed towards Lincoln. I mean, the hail potential. See how the pink and purple is kind of fading away? Right there. It was a bigger hail there, and then once, here, I'm going to move this back. See, this was at about 418. That was pretty big hail. 412. 407, yeah, so now that is weakening as it heads towards York, just south of Interstate 80. Yeah, it is weakening a little bit. Is it a good thing or a bad thing that the Weather Center issued a watch? Well, good thing. That way people are ready and they know. Typically in late June, early July, in most of August is when the jet stream gets into Canada. Yeah, I mean, that's just the warm air pushes the jet stream up that way, and we're left with hot and dry for a lot of August, July and August. But we had severe weather over the 4th of July last year, so there's always caveats. $439, okay. See, it isn't college CWS week in Nebraska without severe storms. Everybody thinks that. It's just, that's what everybody thinks. What's the hail threat looking like with this storm? I would think quarter-size hail is a possibility. It's the trend has been weakening a little bit as it moves east. But there's still a chance for, nickel to dime to nickel size for the most part. Every now and then a quarter size hail, that 1 inch in diameter. But yeah, you're right, Mike, and you're not alone. It's that time of year. College World Series, severe storms. It's that time of year. Yeah, the 4th of July. I was kind of happy to see it. It was so dry last year, and so seeing rain during the 4th of July. I was secretly happy about that. I know it ruined some plans and some parties and whatnot, but it was so dry, and I was so afraid fires were going to break out from all the fireworks. So all of that rain, I was completely okay with. It definitely was. I'm going to try something here for the main in Seward. That's the place to be on the 4th of July. I'm going to try something for during the 5. I have this other wireless mic here. I'm going to put that on and switch over because I'm using the good one right now. It seems like it cuts out all the time, so I may need to get a different one, but we're going to try it. We'll see what happens. Yeah, I'm all by myself for severe weather. Everybody is either off or not here, so I'm the only person during the 4th and 5th of July this year. So I'm all by myself for all of these different shows. I have no idea how we're going to cover all of these shows. So I really hope there's no severe weather, because if there is, I don't know how we're going to cover it. It's just, we're so short-staffed right now. We have people coming in. We'll eventually get this all covered, but it's been hard getting people hired. Yeah, I will. Anybody in particular, Jillian? I should bring you to work with me one of these days. Put you in front of the camera again. That's always good. Okay. We'll do that. Yeah, new sports director. That took a while hiring that. We need some reporters. We need some more anchors. We need some more weather people. We're getting there, though. I mean, we've gotten a weekend person, meteorologist hired. We're looking for one more. We've got weather intern. Might get a part-time person eventually. Sports is getting filled in. We're getting there. It's just kind of had to wait for college for people to graduate, because this never used to be a starter market, but it is now. There's so few people that want to be in news for certain reasons. So now if you are good, you immediately go into the bigger markets. But if you're new, it does help to get at least a year's experience, if not 2, right out of college. And this is a good place for that to happen. New sales rep, yeah. Is it? Andrew Ward was, yeah, and then he wanted to anchor, and he wanted to do mornings because he was doing the family thing. So much easier. I mean, it can be easier to do mornings if you have a family. Will Hickman get hit? Yeah. Pretty good chance of that. Yeah, I don't. If you have a baseball game anywhere along Highway 77 tonight after 5 p.m. or after 6 p.m., probably not going to happen. Especially with, that's a lot of lightning right there. I wouldn't want my grandson or son or anybody to be on a baseball field tonight. That's for sure. We do have severe thunderstorm watch until 8 p.m. That's, you know what? If there's going to be a severe thunderstorm watch, I want it to be like this one, where it is done by 8 p.m. That is, lately it's been like 2 a.m., 4 a.m. Jessica's got to come in early. I got to stay late. It's just awful. So this is fine. And 1 or 2 severe thunderstorm warnings, otherwise good soaking of rain. Jillian, at least you asked. Line in Kansas might roll through later. This is just basically one line, but it's going to expand, and we're going to see more chances for rain overnight and then on and off throughout the day tomorrow. So we're not done yet. This isn't a one and done thing, but the severe weather threat is a one and done thing. Let's see. You're welcome, Steve. I'm sure they'll make it up. Better than 4 a.m. watches? Absolutely, Mike. Jillian, if you were about 6 years older, they'd probably hire you full-time to be a reporter. Oh, late night Rusty streams. Those are, I mean, me too, but when 1 a.m. starts to roll around, it's like, guys, I got to go to bed. Be happy if the line was passed by 7. Me too. Past 2 days have been very windy. Yep. Will the strong winds go away with the storms? Yeah. I think after this, it'll be out of the north, so drier air, not as humid, and 10 to 20 at most over the next couple of days. We do warm back up by Friday, though. Okay, we're up to 150, Jillian. That's not bad. Maybe I'll just hire Jillian as my producer for YouTube. Someone wanted to be a moderator, too. I don't remember who. Might have been Jim. I don't recall. Yeah, that's what I thought. Softball was rough last night with the wind. You know, I was a pitcher for some of the upper leagues in the Lincoln area back in the day, and if the wind was blowing at me while I was pitching, I had a mean knuckleball that would do one of these. I mean, it was just awful. But if the wind was blowing in, then everybody was hitting the heck out of it. Still, if it's blowing out like that, if somebody got a hold of it, it was gone. Social media manager? Not really. That's different. I was a social media manager for 4 years. This is different. This is more of a YouTube moderator kind of person. Who do you think it is that young people are not interested in going into news and journalism as a career? I don't know how to answer that. Nobody in particular. You could form an LLC, pay her to be your assistant, and write off that income. Good call, Jim. That's good. I mean, there needs to be solid journalists out there, that's for sure. I mean, especially in this day and age. Mahoney 3, wow. Yeah, that's... you don't usually throw curves in softball. But I get it. You throw it right at their head, and it comes down right into the strike zone. I miss softball. I really do. I had a really good time playing softball. I used to play in Milford 2 games a night on Tuesday. I think Tuesday nights. And we just had an awesome team. It was just everybody was really good on that team. Then we played some fall ball in Crete. Played some leagues, Hawthorne League in Lincoln for a while. All volunteer as a weather historian. I like that's called climatology, and I have a degree in climatology. How do you get your start in meteorology? Just go to school. That's what I did. I know people keep slamming the doors. There must be a door open somewhere to the outside. I mean, that's twice. But thank you, Jillian. Yeah, this line is kind of a very straight line. Look at that. From there to there. That is just a straight line. That cold front is doing its stuff. No nooks, no crannies, no spin-ups, just maybe some wind. This is perfect. I really hope there's no severe weather. It's attached, the camera's attached, but it was, I need to get a wireless camera. Let's see, Hawthorne League. Yeah, it was. There were some good players. There were times that people would hit it right back up the middle, and I was like, I had to be ready every single time. Those guys could hit the ball out whenever they wanted. It was amazing. Yeah, maybe I'll do that as a YouTube live one of these days on my phone. That's a good call, Jillian. And just kind of do like a 20-minute YouTube live, giving a tour. Ooh, 4:51. Okay. YouTube live. Just heads up.
Thank you, sir.
I would like to play on Jack Mitchell's team, but I work from 2 to 11 p.m. every day, Monday through Friday. So unless I play on Saturday or Sunday, it's impossible for me. Rusty Weather Stream historian. You can fact check. I like that. That's a good idea. Are we at a surplus for the year for precipitation? I don't know. Are we? You see if we're above average for rainfall? I'll have the weather intern figure that one out for me. Yeah. Rain without the severe weather would be fantastic. I'm sure the rest of the team appreciates a heads up on your YouTube live. Yeah, because some of them will come in to talk to me and I'll be like, hang on, because I don't know what they're going to say. Okay, hang on. I got to get ready for this. That should do. Okay, we're about 7 minutes away from the show. We're probably an hour away from it hitting Lincoln. 1 second, chat. I'll be right back. Hey, chat, is this for real? Okay, we're going to be on air soon. Chat, is this real? Chat, is this real? No, I was not. I was not in Iowa. I've I've been at this station for like 2 weeks, so I haven't been anywhere. I actually was here Saturday and Sunday. So I have a lot of doppelgangers, though. There's a lot of people that look like me. It's kind of strange. So it's interesting, though. You see this line right here, and once that gets over here, you got this other line, non-severe, to add to the rainfall. So we're probably going to see a solid soaking. seem warm in here?
No, I
Okay.
thought it was actually kind of cool.
Okay.
So we were just about average for the first, like,
Just-
through May 31st.
Just about average?
Yeah.
Just about average, okay. Rainfall is just about average, chat. 23 tonight in Scotts Bluff. Really, what? 23 degrees? I kind of doubt that. I can look real quick, hang on. Forecast lows,
Well, we got it in Celsius.
50. Yeah, that could, maybe that's Celsius.
Yeah, 74, 23 Celsius.
20,
Now I think
23 Celsius, Cherokee. Flooding in Sutton right now, lots of standing water. Thank you for that report. Yeah, it's not seeing a whole lot of severe weather with this, which is good. Where is Sutton? I think we were looking at it here just a little bit ago. Right there. Yeah, if severe weather isn't happening at that moment, I can do that, Mr. Tech. I just gotta severe weather first and then other things later. So we'll see. Which do I have? 115. Okay.
You sure can. Hi, everybody around town here. Give me a mic check. Over.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay.
No V-band, right, V?
Yes, please.
We begin with a severe weather alert as we come on the air tonight. A line of storms inching closer to the Lincoln area, taking you live outside to see the conditions at this hour. The system is bringing along with it the possibility of hail and damaging winds. Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us. I'm Rod Fowler. We really just can't seem to catch a break, can we? For the 7th night in a row, All eyes are on the sky. Weather is once again topping our newscast with watches and warnings posted. Let's go right over to Chief Meteorologist Rusty Dawkins. Rusty, what are we seeing out there right now?
Another line of storms rolling through tonight. Last night we kind of dodged a lot of severe weather for the western half of the state. Not so much this late afternoon and early evening. A big line of storms rolling through, a lot of it on the strong side. We do have one severe thunderstorm warning. That line goes from northeast Nebraska south and west to just south of Grand Island and Hastings. I'll zoom into that one warning. This is a severe thunderstorm warning for Clay, York, Hamilton, and Fillmore. So northeastern Clay, southern York, southeastern Hamilton, and northern Fillmore County until 5:30, so about another half hour left on this. It's moving east at 40 miles per hour, and it has 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts, and did have quarter-size hail. That hail threat has, I think, weakened a little bit, but still some gusty winds and some torrential rainfall, and a lot of lightning associated with that. So this big line of storms will roll through associated with that cold front, and then on the other side of it, just to the west a little bit, another weaker line of storms going to roll through, adding to the rainfall totals. You can see in north central Kansas some more severe weather out there as well. So because of all of this, we do have a severe thunderstorm watch that goes until 8 o'clock this evening. So kind of a shorter severe thunderstorm watch. I think these storms will be out of our area shortly before, if not right around sunset tonight. And so that severe thunderstorm watch in place until 8 p.m. Central Daylight Time. So Rod, another wave of storms, but the good news is after this one rolls through, we're just looking at the potential for rain and not the potential for severe weather. So we'll talk more about that in the forecast in a few minutes.
All right, thank you, Rusty. Breaking news, another weather delay in Omaha for the College World Series. Game 10 between Kentucky and Florida tonight. Postponed till tomorrow at 10 a.m. After that, games 11 and 12 will follow. Officials also announcing Fan Fest is canceled for the rest of the time. You can join in on the festivities again tomorrow from 9 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. Well, here at Lincoln, games are also getting canceled due to the weather. The Lincoln Salt Dogs announcing tonight's game against Sioux City is postponed. The game will be made up as part of a doubleheader tomorrow night. And due to the weather, tonight's Jazz in June concert is being moved to the Rococo Theater. The event is still free to the public and it starts at 7. Since they are moving the event inside, there will be no food vendors. Happening now, frustrated families looking for answers after vandals strike a Lincoln neighborhood. Tonight, we're looking into a troubling trend of windows smashed, cars being broken into, and it is not just happening in one area, but across the city. Channel 8's Veronica Barretto joins us live now with one woman's story. And Veronica, what is she saying tonight?
Ooh, look at that cold front.
All right, thank you, Veronica. And you can follow her and all of our reporters out in the community on the Now Local News app. Here's video she posted earlier today from the Woods Park neighborhood. Download the app and be the first to know what's going on in your community. Happening now, the latest recruits with the Lincoln Police Department are graduating. After a lot of hard work, the 7 new officers will be on the streets on Thursday, helping keep you safe. Here's a live look inside the graduation at Southeast Community College in Lincoln. The next step is their training is working side by side with current police officers. The new graduates playing an important role for LPS. They're currently facing a shortage of police officers, and they even had to cut back on some specialized units. Now here's a breakdown of the numbers from the department. Right now, LPD has 334 officers, and that's 37 people short of their typical team. The next recruiting class starts mid-July. They're anticipating 18 people, which would tie for the largest recruiting class they've had in 6 years. Breaking now, we're learning Husker volleyball star Harper Murray is being charged with theft. Generally getting the court documents tonight saying Murray is facing a misdemeanor theft charge. They say she stole 5 rings at Shields last month for $65. She's set to appear in court for the charge on June 26th. Just a few days before that, though, on June 24th, Murray will be in court for a DUI. New at 5, questions about a crash. Police aren't sure what happened after 2 pickups collided at the intersection of 27th and Old Cheney. Here's video from the scene a little before 10 this morning. We called and asked police what happened, and they said both drivers told them they both had the right of way. Officers tell us there were no witnesses in the incident and the investigation is ongoing. Here's video from that same crash on our Now Local News app. You can see how damaged both pickups are. Citizen journalist Jeanette beat us to the scene and uploaded this video. Download the Now Local News app and send us video breaking news. You can see for a chance to be featured right here on Channel 8. New detail on a scary scene, waking up some people at a North Lincoln hotel. Tonight, a Michigan man is behind bars after shooting at the building and then taking police here on a wild ride. General 8's Tanya Chalikian explains how it all went down. Charges. He was arrested this morning at Sag Park. Ran a stop sign that didn't stay in his lane. After appearing in court today and being charged with DWI, the 43-year-old was released without bail. He'll be back in court on July 26th. Breaking news, President Biden announcing a sweeping new policy protecting 500,000 immigrants from being deported. As we take a live look at the White House. Must have been here for at least a decade. They also must pass background checks. A second part of the president's plan aims to streamline access to work visas for some undocumented immigrants, including those brought to the U.S. as children who are now adults. Applicants here must have earned their higher education degree and have a job offer. Moments ago, Senator Pete Ricketts responding to the president's move today. It says in part, instead of addressing the catastrophic going on at our President Biden's executive amnesty rewards illegal aliens who broke our laws and incentivizes others to do the same. Nebraska Appleseed of Lincoln nonprofit says this is going to help keep many families in the state together. supervisor says these protections are temporary. It says longer and permanent solutions should be made by Congress. Coming up, a dangerous chase while one Lincoln couple took off after a driver ran into their car. And here's a look at what we're working on for News at 6 o'clock. Making a tough call. How much money Hall County is issuing for a new courthouse? Taxpayers at least not happy about it. Stay with us.
Right. Different microphone on. Can you guys hear me very well? Not you. I'm talking to YouTube. Audio issues. Yeah, I wondered. I switched to a different microphone. You guys be able to see me? Still cutting out. Dang it. I'm gonna have to do something different. Okay. Okay, how is this? Is this any better? I don't think it is. Wait. Hmm. Crackly. Yep, isn't great. Okay. That's good to know. We're just trying. I'm trying out this wireless microphone, and if it's try something different. So, appreciate the input. Okay, we'll just try that.
Looks fine, is it? Looks fine, is it? Breaking now, the search for a feathered friend. Lincoln police need your help finding this cockatoo named Izzy. She was reported missing a couple of weeks ago after she was left outside of a cage in a truck bed and then flew off. She's white with yellow feathers and can talk. She was last seen near 13th and E. Police say they need your help finding the bird. Call them if you have any information. Well, happening now, a Lincoln couple searching for the driver who hit them and then drove off. This weekend, they were driving on 27th Street when someone backed into their car. The driver wasn't stopping, so the couple gave chase. Channel 8's Mackenzie Johnson spoke with them today. Mackenzie, what did they have to say? As Mackenzie was going to tell you, the couple's still shaken up after a hit-and-run crash right here at 27th North Streets. They were right across the street, going south on 27th as the light turned green. But instead of going forward, they say the driver in front of them backed up and hit their car. They continued through the intersection, and it seemed like the driver was going to pull over, so they slowed down. But then the other car sped up, so the couple decided to chase them. Here's some of the pictures that they have provided to us.
Okay.
Honda Fit.
The microphone isn't working very well, so I'll be back.
And she thinks there's around $2,000 worth of damage to their car, and since the other driver only had transit plates, she says police aren't optimistic that they're going to find them. Tonight at 6, we're going to hear more and more description about the scary moments during the chase. So join us for that coming up at 6 o'clock. Developing now an important discussion regarding the future of downtown Lincoln. Where should a new convention center go? Citizen journalist Brian sharing his opinion, saying the downtown post office should be the #1 location. The group Assemble Lincoln is holding an open house right now asking for your input. The city is considering several different locations. At 6, what nights that we talked to had to say about the project and where they would like to see.
It's another severe weather alert day kind of thing. We've got plenty of severe storms potential. This is like a really overly crazy, going to be really bad severe weather setup. This is good old-fashioned thunderstorms, 1 or 2 get on the severe side. So because of that, a severe thunderstorm watch for south central and southeast. So we've just a few more hours, and then we'll be done with it. Still some rain potential tonight, and but got a big long line of here. This is all moving. Nothing as severe with this storm right now. This is the severe thunderstorm watch box, and then you can see some stronger storms here, kind of away from this line. So we may have the woods severe storm potential from that storm, but right now it looks almost a lot worse than it actually is. We've had heavy rain. We've had some and gusty wind. This moves east, still got potential as it goes through York and eventually Fairbury, Hebron, and Lincoln. So we're keeping it now. Our very warm temperature today, 80s, lower 80s, some 70s though. Just outside right now, 84th and O Street, South College. It's been this is what it looks like on our Barry Law Cam. Watching for the storms. They're not quite to Lincoln. Can you tell where the cold front is? Northeast Nebraska all the way through south. Everybody much cooler on the other side of that, much warmer and more humid. In south, look at this. It is 86 in Lincoln, but 64 in York. A solid 20 temperature drop as soon as that cold front moves through. Dew points get a little better too. We're at 70 in Lincoln, but close to 60 in Grand Island and Carmen at 62. You can tell a shift. It's out of the south for Beatrice and Lincoln and Warren, but the north for Carmen Island. Going to get hit here for you real quick. I'll walk over here, and so good thing. Severe thunderstorm up while I'm on that graphic. Severe warning for Lancaster, south until 60 mile per hour. So really, this is a wind-related warning. It is located on 9 miles east of Surprise to 5 miles to 2 miles to moving east at 30 miles per hour. 60 mile per hour is associated with this. Staplehurst, Euless around 525, and B around 500, and Dwight around 535, and 5. Does not include, but it's close. And, going to get hit by the severe or quite severe, but everybody is in this storm. Make sure you get away from the windows. Wouldn't want the looking outside the storm. That's the potential line of storm. It won't take long to get out of our hair. I wanted to show the instability real quick. Southeast is still very unstable, but on the other side of that, a lot of stability. The chance for a tornado is still there. The chance for a large, it would spin up. It doesn't look like it'd be a big deal. Large hail still a possibility. Wind. I think the damage wind is likely our biggest threat as we head tonight, just for the next hour. It's not going to take long. By about 7 o'clock, it rolls through. 8 p.m., just about done, I think, by 9 p.m. About it. With, but the rain comes back over, scattered showers and thunderstorm possibility weaker. Years we had 3 p.m. half of the day, and then it's Wednesday afternoon, but more trying to move its way into south central Nebraska by Wednesday night. So on and off is going to be a possibility over the next couple of days. There's Wednesday. From an inch to up to 3 in some spots. So something to keep a close eye. Temperatures tonight, upper 60s and low 70s. Wow. Storms likely on and off, not severe though for Wednesday and Thursday. Then Friday, much warmer after 7 on Wednesday, 90 and 92. The 80s we go on Sunday. After that, chance on Saturday, dry for several days.
All right, let us know if you need to update us. Thank you, Rusty. CEO of Boeing and today taking a live look at Capitol along with Dave Calhoun, putting profits for safety employee alleging that Boeing cut corners by losing track of parts that didn't meet design standards. Families of the 346 people who died in crashes in 2018 and 2019 involving Boeing 737 MAX airplanes attending today's hearing. And breaking news on Wall Street, it may sound like a broken record, but it's music to investors' ears. Record highs again today for NASDAQ and the S&P. NASDAQ up 5 points, S&P gaining 14, the Dow also up 57. Here are your numbers. We'll be right back.
Had a brand new Thunderstorm warning that was issued to me. Just can I do that for a couple of minutes?
All right, come straight out to him.
Yeah, might as well. Thank you.
I'm out of here.
Okay. Put this over here. All right, severe thunderstorm warning, Fillmore and Thayer until 6 p.m., 60 mile per hour wind gusts. Moving northeast, it's 50 miles an hour. Yeah, that's fine. Are you going to come back to me, or should I just say keep it tuned to Channel 8? We'll keep you up to date. Okay. Let's just do it as a normal severe weather cut-in. You don't have to come back to me at all. But let me get a few things ready here. In fact, let me go up here. How much time do I have? Okay. Like until we're live? Okay. Is that Harlan County? No. Yeah? Okay. Okay. Okay, thank you. Welcome back, everyone. Just a quick severe weather update. We had a couple of severe thunderstorm warnings that were issued right out of the gate, so we're just going to take some time here and go through these severe thunderstorm warnings. This first severe thunderstorm warning just northwest of the capital city may impact Lincoln eventually. It is not, Lincoln is not involved with this warning yet, but it could. This is for Lancaster, Seward, Butler, and Saunders County until 6 p.m. This is for 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts as it moves to the east around 35 miles per hour. It's expected to be near Seward and B here shortly, Brainerd and Dwight around 5:35, and Garland around 5:40. Then this one is a brand new severe thunderstorm warning. So anyone that is near Highway 81, just north of Hebron there, has the potential for seeing some 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and nickel-size hail. This is for Fillmore and Thayer counties. This goes until 6 p.m. At 5:23, severe thunderstorms located along a line near Geneva to near Strang or near Carlton, moving northeast at 50 miles per hour. So this thing's moving quickly to the north and east. So that is also trying to take aim on the capital city. And I'm also watching this storm right here. This is headed past Phillipsburg and may run into the Alma area. That's looking headed towards Harlan County, maybe even Franklin County a little bit. So keeping an eye on that storm as well. And I'll zoom out and show you that this line of storms will eventually move to the east and should be out of our hair, but there are more storm potential out there as we head through this evening. Case in point, that one in north central Kansas. So we may not be done with the strong severe storms even after this initial line moves through. But because of all of this, we do have a severe thunderstorm watch that goes until 8 p.m. And that is that will eventually, the storms, most of them anyway, the severe ones will move east out of our area, but still some storms possible on and off throughout the evening as we head through tonight and maybe even into the day tomorrow. But again, severe thunderstorm warning for northwestern Lancaster County, Seward, and in fact, I'll go back to that graphic so you can see it. Northwestern Lancaster, Seward County, southern Butler, southwestern Saunders until 6 p.m., and then a severe thunderstorm warning for Fillmore and Thayer until 6 p.m. as well. Both of these have mainly 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts, but some small hail a possibility as they move east and northeast, anywhere from 35 to 50 miles per hour. Keep it tuned to Channel 8. We'll keep you up to date. Okay. Yeah, it's this is mainly for wind, though. I mean, this is kind of expected with storms. They pulse up, then pulse down, and so at least it's not hail. That was my concern, is that the hail was going to be an issue. But yeah, you never want to. When there's a severe thunderstorm watch, you always go, well, hope for the best, prepare for the worst. Oops, Ashton. So there we go. It's still a long line of storms. I'm a little concerned about this storm over here. This one. Hopefully it's moving into a stable atmosphere. It should be after those storms rolled through. But still, keeping an eye on that one right there. That's just kind of an offshoot. I hate those offshoots. Good job, Tim. My car is not in the garage. We need a garage build at Channel 8. Or I need to live close enough that I can just ride my bike to work. One of the two. Well, No, because either I'm just going to take it anyway.
Yeah.
So there's no need to add time. So if I don't need it, 4 minutes is fine.
Okay.
If there's no warnings. If there are warnings, then I'll probably go long.
Okay. Perfect. Sound good?
Okay. Okay, that's a good call. The storm is going to be devious. My kids' favorite words, devious and sigma. Those are the two. Glow shorts. That is a cool icon. I really like that. The little 1, 2, 3, 4. Muddy Toes. So, YouTube names are awesome. Just absolutely awesome. I'm glad to hear it. I love Seward. Seward's I used to work in Seward. I used to work at a steakhouse between Seward and the interstate. Pegalos. Well, and that was my softball days that we were talking about earlier. I think, I'm not sure what it's called now. Something different. Plum Creek Cafe, I think, maybe. I need some more coffee. I know a good realtor. Hey, I do too. Yeah, if anybody ever needs to sell their house or buy a house, selling the house, more importantly, my wife is your huckleberry. Hilo, good to see you. Coffee at 5:30? Oh, I drink coffee all day. I mean, I have to get up early because I have kids, and I work late, so I drink coffee all the time. I don't think caffeine has an effect on me anymore. Elkhorn ETA, please. Tornado warnings. Okay. CR Priya, you run-of-the-mill storms. Tornado warnings are minimal. Hang on a sec. Let me get back over there. All the warnings I've seen so far are for wind, 60 mile per hour straight line winds. The tornado threat is small, very small. Nothing like late April, no strong to significant tornadoes expected. If we do see any kind of tornado warning, it would be short-lived and on the weaker side. So there you go. Dana, same thing, just line of storms. For everybody where this storm's going to affect, Bellevue, Omaha area, Lincoln area, Beatrice area. She's so loud. Jeez. Last steak I was at was at Plainsman in Juniata. Cool. So yeah, just be prepared. Some strong winds are probably your biggest worry. Some small hail. I've seen nickel and penny size hail potential. And then some stronger storms down here. I mean, we're not going to be 100% done as soon as this line goes through. I hope this is it. Hilo. But more rain is possible tomorrow, but the severe weather threat is much less after this initial line rolls through. But it's going to roll through Lincoln here probably in the next hour. Looking at this part of the storm right here, moving towards the Lincoln area. Oh, looks like I have some ads running. Or at least that's what YouTube is telling me. Or they will be running. So, sorry if you guys see ads soon, I apologize. I'm donating right now. Your ads? I hope that's what you're talking about. This is the ice cream fund. Jillian, Bryce, if you're listening, the ice cream fund. We will go have ice cream this weekend. I have Friday off. We'll go Friday. Yeah, you can almost see the wind really pick up. See how it just kind of gets, oh, there's another severe thunderstorm warning right there. For this line right here, that wind picks up. That's a severe thunderstorm warning for Jefferson, Seward, and Saline for wind. It's just wind, 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. That goes through 6:15. So that right there is a new severe thunderstorm warning for Jefferson, Saline, and Seward. Then you have that warning right there for Fillmore and Thayer. And then this one right here for Butler, Lancaster, and Saunders. And it's wind. I mean, 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts, not unheard of. Sponsored by Gold Rush. Don't even know what that is. How fast are those storms moving? East at 35 miles per hour. I'm seeing that one storm for Thayer and Fillmore was moving northeast at 50. I think it slowed down to about 35 miles per hour. Most of these storms have been moving east at 35 miles per hour. Now the big question, the $64,000 question. Will we see a severe thunderstorm warning that includes the capital city? Oh, okay. Discovery Channel. I don't have that. We don't do cable. And I don't have that streaming service. I don't think. We only have one. I think it's Peacock. Huh, that's weird. I had your live stream on my phone and on the TV at the same time. YouTube ads interrupted. One on phone was Domino's and the one on TV was Papa John's. Now I want pizza. Yeah, storm did get wide. It's really long, too. Ooh, the Arrowhead of Minnesota has a confirmed tornado. That's crazy. Hang on. It's like southwest Minnesota kind of catching a break there. I mean, this is a long line of storms, though. I mean, look at this. You go from all the way up here, all the way down. I mean, that's about 1,000 miles worth of storms. That is crazy. South storm could be the winner for Lincoln. Yep, I agree. 100%. It's probably, you're looking at like that. One second, let me look out here. We're gonna look outside. Yeah, same cold front. Nothing showing up on our tower cam yet, Barry log cam. Severe thunderstorm watch until 8. So a couple hours left on that. Gold Rush song. Oh, okay. Good to know, Kevin. Thank you. I got to do some editing here. Yeah, usually the low pressure is centered at the top of the storms, and then the cold front swings down, and it swings. It's almost like a pendulum. It just goes whoop like that from the low pressure. And that's so yeah, the low pressure is probably up in Canada by now. Don't forget about this thing right here, though. That's probably going to move into Harlan County, maybe Franklin. These four counties right here. Harlan, Franklin, Kearney, and Phelps. They get hit a lot. Yeah, those rogue storms. Oh, you can see it's starting to trail too. See that down there? This is where our additional rainfall overnight is going to come from. It's on the other side. Yeah, Omaha's likely going to see heavy rain and some severe storms possible. Again, this isn't a over-the-top severe weather, but certainly some 60, 65 mile per hour wind gusts, maybe some quarter-size hail, maybe. Haven't seen a lot of that. But yeah, Omaha, Lincoln, Beatrice is kind of on the edge. Basically, this whole thing is moving like this. Looks like it's weakening a little bit. This is probably going to be a good ½ inch to an inch of rain in about half an hour. Any severe threats Thursday? Nope. And happy birthday early. Free car wash. Yeah, they do that a lot. Chaz, one big warning, if it's a long enough storm and it's all doing the same thing and 60 mile per hour winds are possible with it, they'll do that. I've seen that quite often with storms like this. Did I miss you talking about the weather tomorrow? Tomorrow, scattered showers and thunderstorms on and off. The severe threat is very small. Is there a reason they would use yellow and red to indicate both rain scale and tornado? Yeah, I know. This was put into place before I was here, so it's what people are used to. But duly noted, I hear you. We got a warning there. Is that a warning? Yep, warning there and a warning there. Basically, all you need to know is this is all severe with wind, 50 to 60 mile per hour wind gusts. Oh, that one got warned. I had a feeling it would. My pleasure, Alex. Severe thunderstorm warning for Harlan County and Phillips in Kansas until 6:15. Quarter-size hail with that one, which makes sense. That's not attached to the main part of the storm, so it's more of a hailer. When you have a long line like that, it's more wind. When you have separate storms, like that one moving towards Kearney, those are more hailers than anything else. And that's what we're seeing. So, 2 warnings that go until 6:15. Jefferson, Seward, Saline. You know what's going to happen? Right during the 6 o'clock news, between 6 and 6:30, I'm going to have a severe thunderstorm warning for Lincoln. Just can almost guarantee it. Always happens. Quarter-size hail from a trained weather spotter. All right. 6:15 for Central Harlan. Let's see. Moving north at 45 miles per hour. East at 35, 60. Okay. Now we're ready. Thought that storm would be weakening because cooler temperatures. Yeah, storms don't always play by the rules that usually happen, unfortunately. But I would have agreed with you. You know, once you, but I mean, hang on. Let's look at something, because you bring up a good point. So this is 3 hours ago. Notice that storm never really went through that area. It started east of it. So it hasn't been worked over. See, this is 3 hours ago. Let's look back 6 hours ago. Yeah, it's got to load. There it is. See? That's where it started, right there. This was about 6 hours ago. This was at 1:46, so that was 4 hours ago. It started on the other side of that. How interesting is that? I'm glad you pointed that out, Chaz. But the storms started basically right along this line. So this storm that's moving into and along 183 hasn't been worked over by storms yet. Good call. That's fascinating. Let's see. Does your radar ever show special weather statements? They could, but there's so many of them that it gets so annoying. There's so many. Do you know why central Nebraska didn't see much yesterday, even with a 5% tornado risk? Yeah, there was warm air really high into the atmosphere. And storms, when they start to form, they have to bubble up and find cold air so that they can explode. And they couldn't do it. They couldn't get that high, and they just died out. So every storm that tried to form yesterday couldn't make it into that cold air. It was just too high. So that's called a cap. And that's why we didn't see any storms in central or western Nebraska yesterday. The sunset ones from the tower cams, I love those too. Those are my favorites. All right, I'm ready for these storms to be over so I can go home. I think it's going to be a long night. But the severe threat should be over soon. And we have hockey tonight. Any hockey fans? Chat? Hey, chat. Any hockey fans? Because we had NBA last night. So I'm glad I didn't have to cut in over that. And I'm glad the NBA is over. I still think it's weird that the NBA plays in June. I would like a pizza. I do like pizza. I have a peanut butter and jelly sandwich in the fridge. That's in my future if I have to stay here. All right, Lincoln. Here we go. It's getting close. Storm trying to go around Beatrice? No, it was never really headed towards Beatrice, so it's not really going around. It just was never headed towards Beatrice. Hockey fan. Time is it? Ooh, 5:50. Rod, you're late. Your Sudoku isn't going to do itself.
You got behind it, I'm like, how am I gonna do my Sudoku? My relaxing Sudoku time. I'll get a couple minutes in. How much time do I have to get dinner in La Vista?
Probably about an hour. Extremely dark, yeah, it's starting to get dark in the Lincoln area. Our air park, yep, getting closer. Thanks for the update, Teresa and DJ. Stanley Cup playoffs roll, they do. Ain't no playoffs like the NHL playoffs. Did an outflow cause a storm to develop more south of the warning? Could be, I don't know, I'd have to look. I haven't been watching that closely for that. Been reading the chat. I keep up with the chat. Okay, I got to get ready for this. Hang on. Dark in Norfolk. Thank you, Haley. Sure thing, Steve. I hope you're right, Kevin. But we'll probably have a severe thunderstorm warning for Lancaster County as soon as we go on air, so that's just what happens. Okay. Okay. Storm's going to Lincoln.
All right, everybody, right, another mic check for you.
Mic check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There it is. I knew it. 554. That's for, does include Lincoln. So the thunderstorm warning for Lincoln. We are coming right out to me at the, right out of the gate, right? Okay. Nothing. We're good. Everybody's weather radio go off? So thunderstorm warning for Lancaster, Seward, Butler, and Saunders until 6:45. 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and penny-sized hail moving east at 35 miles per hour. Is Veronica outside? If Veronica's outside, you may want her to take cover at some point. Okay, so that's how we'll do that.
Can you guys hear me in there?
All right, so Swift thunderstorm, let's see.
Are they in protected areas right now? They're gonna get hit here in about 2 minutes. Well, underpass or, awning, something. I cut down what I'm saying so we can get right to Rusty as soon as possible. Cutting, good evening, everyone. Let's get right to Rusty. I'm gonna say all that stuff and waste time. Get right to it.
Okay. Ooh. Is there a shelf cloud? I gotta see that. Hang on. Ah. Okay, hopefully this doesn't make it jaggedy here for a second. Hang on.
Okay. Okay. Good. Good.
Thank you for doing that.
Let's call it communication.
Come on, load, 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 load. Mm. Okay.
We begin with a severe weather alert. Let's take a look outside as we come on the air. A line of storms moving into Lincoln as we speak. Here's a live look. We could be seeing some hail and damaging winds. Good evening, everyone. Weather once again topping the newscast tonight with watches and warnings. Let's not waste any time. Go straight over to Chief Meteorologist Rusty Dawkins. Rusty, what are you seeing right now?
Severe thunderstorm warning just issued for the capital city, Lancaster County, as well as Seward, Butler, and Saunders County. This goes until 6:45 this evening. You can see just off to my shoulder here, a line of storms moving through the Lincoln area, headed towards Omaha. It just went through Columbus, but a severe thunderstorm warning for Lancaster County. This also includes northeastern Seward, southeastern Butler, and Saunders County. This goes until 6:45. Generally for 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. The hail is small, but there could be some penny-sized hail. This is moving east at 35 miles per hour. The severe thunderstorms located along the line from 6 miles west of Weston to 2 miles west of Valparaiso, to 3 miles northwest of Malcolm. Again, moving east at 35 miles per hour. Also, severe thunderstorm warning for Jefferson and Seward and Saline until 6:15, moving east at 35 miles per hour. That goes until 6:15. That's that one right there. Also, a severe thunderstorm warning kind of away from everything. Its own severe thunderstorm warning for Harlan and Phillips County in north central Kansas. goes until 6:15. This is for hail. This is away from the main line of storms, so it's kind of got a hail issue to it, whereas the rest of that line of storms moving through the Lincoln area now, we're getting ready to, is more of a wind event. But regardless, there is a severe thunderstorm watch that goes through 8 p.m. So that any storms that do form or are out there right now have the potential for large hail and damaging wind. A spin-up tornado is not likely, but the chances aren't zero either, so keep that in mind. So keeping an eye on things. Again, a severe thunderstorm warning does include the city of Lincoln and Lancaster County, Seward, Butler, and Saunders until 6:45. Hang on one second, just had another severe thunderstorm warning. Looks like this is for southern Lancaster County and northwestern Gage until 6:45. This is also for 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. So this entire line of storms is severe. We'll gather more information and bring you the latest updates in just a few minutes.
As always, Rusty, let us know if we need to come back to you. Due to the weather, tonight's Jazz and Gym concert being moved to the Recovery Theater next to free to the public starting at 7 o'clock. Since they are moving inside, there will be no food vendors. Happening now, frustrated families looking for answers after vandals strike a Lincoln neighborhood. Tonight, we're looking into a troubling trend. Windows being smashed, cars being broken into, and it's not just happening in one area, but across the city. Channel 8's Veronica Barreto was talking to the victim. Veronica, what is she saying?
Yeah, that's how the news works. You guys, look at this. Hey, chat. Hey, chat. It's a shelf cloud. Look at that. Isn't that cool? Looking spicy. What do you think, chat? Pretty cool, huh? All right, hang on. I gotta make sure my show is ready to go. Yep, I'm hearing thunder now in Southwest Lincoln.
All right, thank you, Veronica. And you can follow her and all of our reporters out in the community on the Now Local News app. Here's video Veronica posted earlier today from the Woods Park neighborhood. Download the app and be the first to know what's going on in your community. Happening now, the latest recruits with the Lincoln Police Department are graduating. After a lot of hard work, the 7 new officers are going to be on the streets on Thursday, helping keep you and everyone safe in the capital city. Here's a live look inside the graduation at Southeast Community College in Lincoln. The event, as you can see, just wrapping up there, people talking, and of course, congratulating folks. The next step is their training, working side by side with current police officers. The new graduates playing an important role for LPS. They're currently facing a shortage of police officers. We've even had to cut back on some specialized units.
I could see an inch or two.
Here's a breakdown of the numbers from the police department. Currently, LPD has 334 officers. That's 37 people short of their typical team. The next recruiting class starts mid-July.
I
They're
don't-
anticipating 18 people, which would tie for the largest recruiting class they've had in 6 years. Breaking down, we're learning Husker volleyball star Harper Murray is officially being charged with theft. Channel 8 getting the court documents tonight saying Murray is facing a misdemeanor theft charge. They say she stole 5 rings and shields last month worth about $65. She is set to appear in court for the charge on June 26th. Keep in mind, just a few days before that, on June 24th, Murray will be in court for a DUI. Developing tonight, it's the million-dollar question, where to put the $115 million proposed convention center in Lincoln. An important discussion regarding the future of downtown Lincoln is happening right now. Channel 8's Courtney getting...
And I work for Channel 8, so go ahead and delete that 1011 app. Yeah, WWT and 1011 are both gray, so whatever model I want it to. So it's not stuck with just one model. It has access to all of the different models.
New at 6, Hall County Commissioners are making a tough call when it comes to a new courthouse. They agreed taking it to a vote of the people would be an uphill battle, so they took matters into their own hands, making the vote to issue $40 million in bonds. The money will be used to build an addition to the 100-year-old courthouse. Also, safety, security, and space have all been identified as major concerns by some taxpayers, though they're disagreeing with the decision, saying voters should have the final say. Construction is not expected to start until next year. The bonds will likely go on the market later this summer. New details on a scary scene waking up some people at a North Lincoln hotel. Tonight, a Michigan man is behind bars after shooting at the building and then taking police on a wild ride. Channel 8's Tanya Jalikian explains how it all went down.
Yeah, we were just looking at that shelf cloud. Can you tell whoever's messing with the cameras to stop it?
And coming up, a dangerous chase. Why one Lincoln couple took off after a driver ran into their car. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
I think it's Chad. I think that's right over. I think the shelf cloud's going over Lincoln right now, so I can't see it. So we'll just leave it right there. That's kind of cool. Hey, Chad, check that out. Chad. Chad, is this real? Hey, Chad. Sweet Fancy Moses. We.
Happening now, a Lincoln couple is searching for the driver who hit them and then drove off. This weekend, they were driving on 27th Street. Someone backed into their car. The driver wasn't stopping, so the car gave chase.
Okay, now I gotta adjust something here.
Lots and lots of severe thunderstorm warnings right now as this line of storms moves from west to east. It should be out of our hair fairly shortly, but right now, a lot of severe thunderstorm warnings. We'll break that down when we come back.
All right, chat. This is what's going to happen. I am going to go over. I don't have a microphone that works at the green screen very well, so you'll just kind of have to watch the show. And I'll get it back to the good microphone here in like 3 minutes. Oh, it's starting to rain. So we should have some warnings drop off at 6:15. Yep, this is the, boy, this couldn't be timed out better. I mean, the severe thunderstorm warning, severe thunderstorm hitting the city of Lincoln right when weather starts.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like,
After our line shots.
yeah. Dark and windy at Gateway. Chat, you guys are awesome. You're helping me out a lot here. This is information that nobody else gets. You guys are really awesome. Belmont, okay. Rain, looks scary. Big eyes from Robbie. Some French from Caitlin. This is good. Good stuff. Okay, I'm going to switch over to a different view here. So you'll probably be able to see me, but maybe not hear me as well. On and off rain. This first rain, it'll last probably an hour. Near 14th and Fletcher near I-80. Thank you. GBR. I think I hear some hail hitting the Channel 8 studio. Okay, 30 seconds. Tune into Channel 8 if you want to watch along. Or hopefully you're already watching that. If you haven't downloaded the Now Local news app, now would be a good time to do it because we have some requests out there for storm footage. And if you see anything, if you're safe, get some video, send it to us through that Now Local News app. Paying people. I know. Severe Thunderstorm Watch, that's these yellow lines right here. That goes until 8 p.m. and then in between it, and then just off to the edge here, one little severe thunderstorm warning. Going to zoom in a little bit. This storm now through the capital city. Cluster of severe thunderstorm warnings here for Lincoln, Crete, Seward not now. Beatrice may miss out on this. Omaha eventually headed your way. I'm going to go through those one by one, but first I wanted to show you what it looks like outside. This is Barry Lawcam looking. A shelf cloud just rolled through the capital city. Now the wind is really smacking the city of Lincoln. We're looking at 50 to 60 mile per hour wind gusts. Temperatures dropping very quickly. We're at 73 in Lincoln, 83 in Beatrice, 60s on the other side of that cold front. Look at this, 83, 73. Oh, why isn't there a 63? That would have been cool. 64 in York right now. So temperatures obviously going to drop very, very quickly as these storms roll through, and so will the dew points. Near 70 in Falls City, Nebraska City, and Omaha, but 60s to almost 50 on the other side of that cold front. Look at the wind blowing through. This is just sustained winds. 30 miles per hour gusting to around 50 miles per hour. Storm rolls through. So here we go. Morning for Butler, Lancaster, Saunders, and until 6:45. This is mainly for 60 mile per hour wind gusts. The hail issue with this part of the storm is nickel to penny size hail. That's about it. This goes until 6:45. Then a severe thunderstorm warning here just south of the capital city includes northern gauge, barely, and southern Lancaster County until 6:45. That storm seems to be weakening just a little bit, but maybe intensifying just north of Tobias as it moves along Highway 6 there. And then this isolated storm, this formed where the storms weren't at earlier. So this atmosphere hasn't been worked over yet, so it's running its own game over here with its own isolated storm with border cycle for Franklin, Harlan, Kearney, and Phelps County until 6:45 as that moves north and east towards the Tri-City. So that's just another storm we'll keep an eye on. Okay, we're back. Yeah, the microphone, I mentioned that. I had to switch over to a different camera so the microphone would stop working. It's back now. I will eventually get, hopefully my engineer is watching and he can help me get a microphone fix for when I go to the green screen. Yeah, oh, thanks. Yeah, once I go over to the green screen, the audio cuts out for a few minutes because I'm away from my microphone, obviously. I mean, I can't take it with me. So I apologize for that. We're working on a fix.
I know just gonna say, if you wanna give me more time, you can easily drop the Lincoln Stars on, you can run that at 10, you can drop the Husker basketball at some Sanford Pentagon. I'm sure Russ can appreciate that in a minute.
Yeah, I'll take whatever you can give. And in fact, I might just, well, we'll see.
Yep. You could get rid of Hoffman, we'll run that at 10, it'll be something new at 10.
Yeah, I mean, there's a severe thunderstorm warning for the capital city. It's moving through now. I wouldn't mind going a little long to just kind of keep talking about it until 6:45.
Make that 5 out of it. Well, another weather delay in Omaha for the College World Series. Game 10 between Kentucky and Florida is postponed until tomorrow at 10 a.m. It was supposed to be played tonight, but we know why it's not now, right? Tomorrow, it will start that game with game 10, followed by games 11 and 12. Fan Fest was also canceled for tonight. It will be back tomorrow. Before the weather delay, UNC Tar Heels taking on Florida State Seminoles. The final score was 9-5, with Florida State winning and UNC eliminated. Here in Lincoln, games are also getting canceled due to the weather. The Lincoln Sultanes announcing tonight's game against Sioux City is postponed. They're going to make it up as part of a doubleheader tomorrow night. Well, tonight at 7 o'clock, right here on Channel 8, the Edmonton Oilers are looking to force a Game 6, while the Florida Panthers are just one win away from their first Stanley Cup in franchise history. The Oilers are looking to pull off the impossible, come back from a 3-0 deficit. This has only been done once in NHL history. The Boston Celtics are world champions for the 18th time. That's the most in NBA history, breaking the tie between them and the Los Angeles Lakers. Yeah, the NBA sharing the winning moment on social media. The Celtics beat the Dallas Mavericks in 5 games. Last night's score, 106-88. Dallas never led once throughout the contest. Jaylen Brown named Bill Russell NBA Finals Most Valuable Player. He was at a loss for words when asked what winning the trophy named after a Celtics legend meant to him. Boston is holding their championship parade Friday at 11 a.m. in front of their basketball arena. All right, let's get to Rusty, get an update on the weather.
Yeah, we've, the line of storms rolling through, lots of wind pushing through the capital city. That line basically from Lincoln north and east towards Omaha. We'll zoom in and go through these warnings here one by one. This is a severe thunderstorm warning for Lancaster, Seward, Butler, and Saunders until 6:45, so another 15 minutes or so. This is moving east at 35 miles per hour. It's got 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts possible with it and penny-sized hail. That light bluish color surrounding Seward and just to the west of Lincoln, that's anywhere from 50 to 60-mile-per-hour wind. So that's pushing through, trying to push into the Lincoln area right now. So hopefully this will move through quickly and then we'll be done with that. Also, severe thunderstorm warning for southern Lancaster and the very northwestern fringe of Gage County. This goes until 6:45, 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. And then on the edge, over here, Franklin, Harlan, Kearney, and Phelps County, 6:45 is when that severe thunderstorm warning should end. It's got quarter-size hail. So this isn't associated with that main line. This is kind of its own isolated cell. So that is more of a hail possibility, well, the wind possibility from Lincoln to Omaha. Here's a wide look at the radar. Notice the line of storm should be out of the Lincoln area and moving into Iowa shortly. And then that severe thunderstorm watch, that does go until 8 p.m. So some more storms are going to be possible. Looks like south central Nebraska actually just got added to that severe thunderstorm watch. In fact, I'm going to see what that information is. Looks like, yep, still goes until 8 p.m. for that severe thunderstorm watch. So a new severe thunderstorm watch for south central Nebraska, that goes until 8 p.m. I'm going to stick around with you for just a little bit longer. I think the show is over now, but we're going to continue to talk about this storm rolling through the capital city and kind of do a little forecasting here, see exactly what is going to be happening. So I'm going to zoom in here to the Lincoln area because the storm is rolling through the Lincoln area right now. And we do have, let's see, not seeing the warnings. Possible that did all the warnings get canceled? 1 second. If that's the case, I'm going to send it back to programming, but I want to make sure as these storms roll through that it is maybe okay. Just checking with the National Weather Service here real quick to see to make sure that maybe it's very possible that I'm not seeing the warnings anymore. Very possible. Let's see. Yeah, I think there's still the severe thunderstorm warning in place, but I'm not seeing them show up. I'm not sure why that is. Computer, oh, there's one. Yeah, so it does. I do believe the severe thunderstorm warning for Lancaster County and Gage County. So those ones that were in place for Lancaster, Gage, Franklin, Phelps, Seward, Butler, and Saunders until 6:45. I think those have been canceled. The only one that's in play right now is Franklin, Phelps, Kearney, and Harlan, and that goes until 6:45. So that's some good news. The bad news is there is still one severe thunderstorm warning out there which has hail attached to it. So I will leave you here in just a moment. I just want to show you this one graphic here real quick. Severe thunderstorm watch for the county shaded in yellow. That is in place until 8 p.m. this evening. We'll keep a close eye on things. If anything pops up, we'll make sure we break into programming and let you know what's going on. So please keep it tuned to Channel 8. We'll keep you up to date. All right. How's it going, chat? All right, did I miss anything here? So they just canceled that warning?
Yeah.
Huh.
Well, sometimes I just put like double check the storm tracks.
Like, what's going on? Where did the warnings go?
They still have that.
All right.
I think they added a new one, that one down, just came over. I guess it's still till 6:45.
Yeah, I think that one's south of Kearney is still 6:45. That's kind of crazy. It just,
Right
all right. Hey, you know what? No skin off my nose.
Do you think this stuff developed behind this line? Yeah, I think these things over here. Here's the deal. This probably won't be severe because it's going to run into an area that's already seen storms. This area hasn't seen storms, but once it moves across 281, it will likely weaken because there's already been storms in that area. So I think that's what's going to happen there. Okay, I wonder if I can. And Rusty, we trusty. Good old Jim. I need to make t-shirts. That would be awesome. It did go through real fast, and hopefully that's it. But I mean, there's some strong storms just to moving into the Tri-Cities area, so something to keep an eye on. Okay. Yeah, that would be cool. You know how cool that would be if I went downtown Lincoln some Saturday night and I see people wearing those shirts out? How awesome would that be? Oh my God. I'd probably cry. I'd be so, I mean, that would just be so cool. All right, doing some housekeeping here. I mean, we're going to get another batch of heavy rain move through the capital city. You got that right there. This right here. Well, maybe I'll find somebody to make them. I need to make sure I can do it first. I'll probably, when you work for a TV station, they own you. So there's no crying for respect. No crying in baseball. Is there, chat? Ah. There we go. That is a good movie, though. No crying in baseball. Okay, I think my phone was blowing up there for a minute. That's all severe thunderstorm warnings or meteorology. Eh. Oh, okay. All right. I don't think much is going on here. Good. Okay. Yeah, I mean, just like anybody else gets into stuff, you just find it fascinating and decide to go to school for it, and here you are. That's about all there is to it. Looks like storm headed towards Hebron. Yep. But it's starting to move into an area that's already been worked over by storms already. So when that happens, they tend to be weaker. But I mean, you've got another line of storms here, and then another line of rain here. So over and over again, rain is definitely a possibility. Lethal blue. I mean, there's stories I tell everybody. You know, there's like when I was 5, a lightning bolt blew up a windmill that I happened to be looking at while I was eating breakfast. True story. That got me interested in weather. Just got into forecasting. Do I check other states? I can. This is more of a Nebraska kind of feel, but what other state do you want to know about? Pennsylvania, New York, West Virginia, I'm assuming. Minneapolis? Future? God, how do you make Microsoft Teams? It keeps popping up right over my chat. Here I am, doing good, Fantasy Hawkeye, good to see you. I want to see Michigan's radar. Michigan. There's absolutely nothing going on in Michigan. Nothing. So there you go. Future radar. Oh, I see. We've got severe weather popping all over the place, so I'd rather not do that right now. Because that's a whole thing. I got to change everything up, and we've got severe weather going on, so sorry, I can't do that right now. Okay. So it looks like East Lincoln getting a lot of heavy rain, then another wave moving through probably the Crete area pretty soon. But notice what happens. I mean, that area is already worked over and it's weakening. That storm is now done. So there's no more severe weather out there. Oh, wait, there it is. That's a new one. No, that's that same one. There it is.
They like updated it, but it's still till 6:45.
Okay. I sound very low. Check. No. Yeah, I just checked my audio levels and it's almost to the red, so I don't want to turn it up anymore. So yeah, one severe thunderstorm warning just west of Hastings there should be expired in just a few minutes. Looks like it's weakening. Oh yeah, that's weakening. Look at that. Let me turn it back to that. Yep, dew point's going to fall. Temperatures are going to fall. We may not get to 70 tomorrow in some spots. It may be that's a chill. I mowed my yard today, though, but it was like 85 and 70 for a dew point. Ugh. Yeah, look at all that long line of storms moving through southwest Kansas. Let's take a look at tower cam here real quick. Just some rain. Probably redo this. Yeah, it has a feel like everything's weakening a little bit, but there's still some heavy rain out there, but not a lot of strong storms. They did cancel the College World Series for tonight, rightfully so. I mean, watch this. Look at all that lightning. You don't want to be holding a bat when you're seeing that much lightning. In case my wife is watching, I'm not coming home for dinner. You probably already knew that, though. Wish I was. Nope, 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 nope. Sorry, I'm updating the Channel 8 website right now with a new watch here. Of course, the watch only goes for about another hour and 15 minutes. So that's good. Pretty good line of storms, though. There we go. Yeah, it's headed towards. Boy, it's really. Ooh, look at that initial. Look at that. That's interesting. Watch what happens to Omaha. That's pretty cool. Beatrice, you're kind of missing it all. Just checking on Twitter. Wow, my computer's slowing down here. Oh, yeah. All right. Very light rain in your area. Thank you, HD. How bad is the flooding south of I-80 from Lincoln to Grand Island? I don't know. Probably areas prone to flooding, likely seeing some ponding issues, but I don't think it's widespread. Yeah, once that wind shifts, that's a telltale sign that the severe threat is done, but not done with strong storms.
Taking off?
Yeah, the last morning just went off there.
Okay.
They had something kind of popping up down by Hebron. I don't know if the lines are together because
Yeah, it's moving into that area that
it just started up, but
that's a warning, but we'll see what happens. We're talking about this right here, this line right here. Once that moves into our area, will it be strong? We'll see. I'm interested to know. All right, we'll see you tomorrow,
yeah, sounds good.
and we'll get you in front of the green screen tomorrow. Maybe we'll have some rain or something that you can track and move around and do all that kind of stuff with.
That'd be good.
So-
Yeah. They were talking about doing pictures tomorrow.
Oh God, is that tomorrow?
It says they're done by 2. I don't know if that was something I could also get done, 'cause like I could use a headshot.
Yeah, come on in. Yeah, absolutely. If you want to come in a little early, that's absolutely a good idea.
All right, perfect,
Cool.
sweet. See you tomorrow.
All right, see ya. That's just not done. All right. You got another, I mean, that was that first wave. Now you got the heavier, stronger wave coming through. It's not severe, but it could be. Yeah. That's part of that frontal boundary. You're getting outflow boundaries. I mean, those storms, they push wind out. And as they do that, they kick up storms in front of main lines. So, I mean, this is classic. That little blob popping between both storms, wondering, so, yeah, it's just when you think you're done. I mean, isn't that cool? Look at that little storm right just north of Hebron, like in between. It's like, hey guys, where are you going? It's like a little tiny puppy trying to catch up with the big puppy, or with the big dog. Hang on, I gotta get something to drink. Well, I'm trying to decide. Well, when storms hit, I hear you talk sometimes about outflow with certain systems. Could you say a bit more about that and what's happening there? Imagine, I mean, when you get a storm that like dumps a lot of rain and a lot of wind, it kind of pushes it out. Kind of like if you were to pour a big bucket of water onto the ground, that water just spreads out. That's outflow. But imagine that water's wind. So that wind pushes out, and if it runs into moisture, it pushes that moisture up, which creates more storms. So outflow boundaries like that create more storms. And when they start running into each other, then it's a mess. And you don't know what's going to happen. That's what that is. Let's switch over here. Get rid of the lightning. There we go. It is, but it's that storm near Concordia is headed north and east, but it's also likely going to weaken because it's running into area that's already been worked over by storms already. So we'll see what it does. How do gust fronts? Hang on. How do gust fronts outrun the main storm systems? They probably, I don't know if they outrun it, but they just run out of oomph and kind of die off. I think that's what you mean. Is that storm further south that is separated from the other line? Is that going to try to make its way up to Lincoln? It'll try. I mean, all of the all of this right here will move north and east, and maybe a little further this way. So yeah, but again, it's moving into areas that's already seen storms, so it'll probably be weaker. The severe threat should be over in about an hour. It may linger into, shortly after the sun sets, but even and then we really lose the energy. So I think the severe threat is coming to an end. I mean, it's still out there. You still have, this storm right here. But like I said, it's moving into areas that's already been worked over. Well, chat, glad that I lost about half of my viewers, which is, I mean, it makes sense. The storms are over. But I appreciate you guys that have been sticking around. Kind of crazy that storm's weaker if there's already been storms. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, at least the wind stopped. God, I was tired of that, boy. It was knocking small children over. Have a good night, Tim. Thanks for stopping by. Oh, glad you guys survived that, Caitlin and Abby. My pleasure, Jan. Yeah, we're kind of might be losing the steam on the storms, and thanks for yep, Levi, appreciate that. Fantasy Hawkeye, no wind. No wind, just flat out rain. That's what I'm hoping for. Boy, these storms really look like they're weakening. Look at that one that went through Lincoln, really dying off as it heads towards Omaha. That one that was severe southwest of Hastings, that really died off. So basically, now we're just looking at your run-of-the-mill scattered showers and isolated thunderstorms. Still a really long line of storms, though. Look at that. It goes all the way up into Canada. Yeah, it's moving through the Omaha area now, Ben. Papillion, La Vista, that area. Gretna. Valley. Omaha's like in between right now. Let's see how much lightning there is. Quite a bit. Glad to help, Cheyenne. Heading out. All right, see you, Jim. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, drop in temperature. I kind of want to go outside right now and just kind of hang out. Huh. I'm that good, Vasta. Yeah, it's starting to move through. It's getting into West Omaha now. 680. Probably going to start seeing the rain. Millard, Boys Town, Bennington, Fort Calhoun already saw a wave. My wife is messaging me. Hang on. Oh no. We had a big branch fall out of our tree right next to our screened-in porch. It fell on top of one of our flowering bushes. Oh. Well, that's not good. Yeah, that's true. At least it wasn't on the house. Oh, no. Oh, chat. Chat, you're going to hate this. Save the pizza oven. Yeah. This is awful, though. Seriously, guys. Oh, no. There was a squirrel nest in it. Chat, there was a squirrel nest in the big branch. And heard a loud squirrel yelp. Oh no. There were squirrels in it. Oh my God, you guys. Oh no. Oh, are there? Okay, now I gotta. Do I ask if there's baby squirrels in there, or do I even want to know? Chad, I don't think I want to know. Oh no. Oh, that's just awful. I don't know what it is. So we have these squirrels that live in our backyard. Blue jays are chasing them constantly. What's with these blue jays? Goodness sakes. Blue jays are just mean. Yeah, I don't know. I'll find out. I'm still waiting to hear from my wife. She thinks there were squirrels in the nest at the time. She heard a loud squirrel yelp. Oh, yeah, squirrels are notorious for being just jerks. But they like, oh, they're territorial. Is that what it is? It's got to be it. I mean, why can't they just share a tree? Come on. Lethal blue, yeah, same here. And then when we get a fox walk through the backyard, oh, buddy. Whoa. Ice cream fun. J-Tay-Tay. Chat put a W. Got a W. My daughter told me to say that. I have no idea what that means. I gotta tell my daughter we got ice cream fun. Ice cream fun. She's gonna be so excited. Chat, this is what's gonna happen. Friday, I have Friday off. I'm taking the kids out for ice cream Friday. So, J-Tay-Tay, awesome. That is ice cream fund territory. Yes. Oh no. Oh no. She thinks the squirrels were actually in the nest when it fell. What am I looking at here? She sent me a video. Okay, chat, hang on. I'm gonna be able to show you this video, I think. Hang on. I can hear the squirrels. All right, hang on. So that's what we're looking at. There's a nest in there, and the squirrels are not happy. God. Yeah, we know our cat got out when we can hear the squirrels doing that chirping sound. Oh. Jillian, their nest fell out of the tree. And your mom thinks there might be squirrels in the nest. That's what we're talking about. Yeah, I almost want to go home, see if I can fix this. See what happens, chat? We get severe weather and I can't save squirrels. Yeah, Jillian, go downstairs and talk to your mom. See if you can get more information. Yeah, hopefully the mama survived. If the mom survived, then I think we'll be okay. And I did hear one that was just upset. So hopefully that's like the dad or something. It's the mom in the tree. No, okay, I'm being told that the mama is in the tree doing the chirping. Okay. She should be able to save any babies. Just leave it alone. So, chat, I'm not sure if this is right, but since the mama is in the tree, I'm assuming that she'll be able to grab the babies and build a new nest. So I'm telling Mel, my wife, to just leave everything alone and let the squirrel do the thing. Yeah, yeah? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. Yeah, that's what I told her. Okay. Yep. She said okay. So we're leaving the squirrels alone, or the nest. Gonna go back inside, don't touch the babies. Yep, everything's fine. We're just leaving well enough alone. Since the mom is still alive, she's really mad. I would be too. How much longer should this storm be in Lincoln and Omaha area? Rolling through Omaha now. Might see some storms later that are weaker. Yep. Michael, I'm not. Where are you at? If you're anywhere east of 281, like that goes through Grand Island and Hastings, you're still going to have more storm chances tonight. So, I mean, you can grill. It's just you might get wet. So yeah, more rain in southeast Nebraska, certainly a possibility for at least for the next couple hours. My northeast Lincoln. Okay, yeah. I mean, if you could do it quick, you might just see some sprinkles, and then more storms are possible later this evening. Connie, I appreciate that. Tell your husband hi. Severe thunderstorm watch goes until, oh wait, hang on. I don't see any babies in the nest. So so doesn't sound like there were any babies in the nest. Maybe that's, okay, that's good news. You're welcome, Michael. Doesn't love a good soggy hot dog. Yeah, no babies. That is really good news. Just a really mad mom. Got to rebuild her nest. Yep, exactly, lethal. Oh, well, that was something. Goodness. Of course. I guess our cat was sitting in the porch watching the whole thing, and he's just like, "What? What's going on?" Yeah, the branch ruined the bushes. That's all right. Top-notch drama. And you know, not only did we have drama, we got some ice cream fundage going on from Jay Tay over there. So that's awesome. Squirrel relocation fund. I love it. That's great. Not only do we have an ice cream fund, but a squirrel relocation fund. Oh, that's great. I think the muggy stuff should eventually be, I think tomorrow will be better. It'll come right back, though. I mean, it's summer in Nebraska. There's not much we can do about it over here. We're the fun chat. That's right. I could have hung up a long time ago because severe weather potential is pretty much over, but this is fun. I appreciate you guys. See, Eric, son of a what the? We got to go golfing sometime, man. Yeah, that's why I'm kind of hanging on here. Concordia, just kind of watching that one north of there. I mean, like I've been saying, it's going to be moving into an area that the storms have already kind of gone through. Maybe not so. I mean, if it moves into Beatrice, they didn't see storms, so it might have some atmosphere to work with. So I could see Gage, Jefferson, Thayer might see a warning out of this. Will the storm merge in Omaha? It's rolling through Omaha now. And then you'll have, more of these kind of weaker storms roll through on and off throughout tonight. So that's what's going to happen in Omaha. But yeah, this one right here is it's got a little something, something. But notice once it gets into Nebraska, south of Hebron, not as strong. Yeah, and even then, it's not like a solid circle. That usually means hail when you got a big circle like this one down here. Like that, just between Bloomfield and Beloit. That's probably some quarter-size hail. All right, kids. I have to eat some dinner and kind of get ready for a few things, so I think I'm going to let everybody go. Appreciate it. TJJ, that was awesome. Appreciate that. Ice cream fund all the way, 100%. Jillian, thanks for talking to your mom. If I hear more about the squirrels, I will let you know. I mean, that might be actually worthy of a YouTube live on its own down the road. Dad coming home with the milk, Jillian. But I will let you know about the squirrels, and we'll see what happens. Thanks, everybody. Have a good night.